What up, guys? Welcome back. It's Maverick here with another episode of Fumetsu no Anata. So, we left on a pretty big cliffhanger in the last episode. The second appearance of this mysterious being that is apparently Fushi's arch nemesis or something of that sort, right? I guess it's not exactly a one-to-one correlation. It's more so the arch nemesis to the observer, the narrated dude, or something of that sort. And since Fushi is, I guess, in some sort of way related with the observer, like I don't know, like maybe kind of like their champion or something of that sort. So it all ties together, right? Well, this is the second time Fushi has met that being, and let's presume that he's gonna fare a little bit better this time, right? And also with Gugu by his side to help, and who knows, maybe Reem as well. So in any case, let's get into the episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Well, yeah, sure. We're getting all philosophical here? No, not really, I guess. Freedom of choice, eh? Freedom to choose. Free will, if you will. If you're going by the more Christianity slash Judaism and slash, Muslim teachings and whatnot. I wonder if it's based on that kind of thing. Does that? Well, let me think a little bit here, right? So he started by saying that all beings will encounter people who obstruct them, right? I mean, like, isn't that true for everybody? If you have conflicting opinions, right? That will happen regardless. That's how conflict appears, right? It might not be a case where they're purposely trying to restrict your free will or whatnot, but free will means free will. So two people could be having completely opposite, reactions to the same thing. So they would be crossing each other's paths on opposite sides. Maybe I'm looking too much into this. Let's just enjoy this little battle scene here first. New family. Tarashi Kazoku. Whasha! Transform into the bear? Yep. Ooh, nice aim. Oh. Number 2. Ouch. Oh, that's all the beer out for him. Fire. Oh, fire and alcohol, right? So is he gonna literally be like fire breathing now? Right. Which is how the circus people used to do in the past. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if that's what they're gonna do, but it kind of reminds me of one of the enemies in Rurouni Kenshin. Like he's just gonna. Yep. Flamethrower! Oh. No? He's out. Hmm? Why is his body so red? Oh, because he actually also drank some of the booze? Oh. Okay, of course things happen right at this point. Right. And of course, we gotta have this entire thing happening right here. Yeah. Okay, so I guess this is how things. This is, like I said, the reason why we had to focus on that thing in the first place, right? Alright. Because there should have been, like, a bag within his belly, right? And now it's ruptured. So he might get, like, liquor. He might get alcohol poisoning because of this. Well, dude, if you know about that, then you have the balls to come here and say that you're the one who abducted my daughter. But then again, this is never supposed to be reasonable in the first place, right?
かないよう尽くしてきたつもりだが。
それよ。私はもっと自由に下手に生きたいの。恥ずかしくなっちゃうほどにね。
わかった。あれでしょ、勝手に結婚相手を決められたのが嫌だったんでしょ。
Oh, that one?
本当にリーさん、結婚相手もう決まってんの？
いや、それは
どこの誰か知らねえけど、リーさんを一番愛してるのはこの俺グーグーだから。じゃあ俺行く。あとよろしく。
This is like so effing random.
私たちも帰るぞ。
Oh.
戻ったぞ。敵はどこだ？フシ。
I do have to wonder though, will this cause the whole forest to burn down? What he's about to do?
フシだったか。フシ。フシじゃない。
So I guess that means that that form was taken from Fushi, right? So what form does he have left? Yeah, what is she going to do? Oh! Fire against wood! It's super effective. There he is. Or actually, I guess those are the memories returning back to Fushi. Yep. Oh, his rock form, right? Yeah, because one of his first forms was a rock. There we go. I was like, what form does he have left? Rock. His very first form. Oh, the observer did something to him. He's coming back. Bite him? Of course. He did promise he would bite him, though. Well, I'm glad that the forest did not completely burn down. Oh, wait. Did the parents allow her to continue living here? 'So now they're like even, right? うん We still have like a third left. I do wonder. Oh, hello, observer.
なんで
Well, why does he have to become stronger, though?
私は奴らをそう呼ぶことにした。ノッカーはこの世界の崩壊を目論む存在だ。
Okay.
今のお前では確実に勝てない。今回のように中身を奪われて苔や石ころに戻るのだ。わかるだろう。
敵はグーグーが倒してくれる。グーグー強い。俺にはグーグー必要。離れない。なんだよ、さっきから独り言なんて。らしくないぞ。見えてない。何が？てか、早く上がってこい。みんなもう食ってるぞ。
I guess that was a word of warning to Fushi, right? But, well, let's see to the end of this.
長いことお世話になったわ。でもいいの？このご両親のこと。だって私が帰るまでここからテコでも動かないつもりよ。それにもうどうでもよくなったの。自分の境遇が。
Yeah, Gugu did say that in the last episode.
自分を生かしてくれる人が必ずしもいいやつじゃない。
Was that the moral of the story? Was that the moral of this arc? Okay then. Dane-san.
さて開店準備だ。
なんだ俺に料理教えて。お急にどうした俺に憧れてんだろ。
Again, obviously something is going to happen to cause Fushi to need to travel on, right? Because
前のと同じもの。それ少し味見できる？
もちろん。
ここの酒美味しくなったよね。
ありがとうございます。
君もここ長いよね。もう何年になる？
well, look at how ripped he is.
はい。
Huh, 4 years, eh? So 4 years without anything happening? Really?
お前力持ちになったな。ここへ来た時はこんなにちっこかったのに。
なんで僕は僕なんだろう。なんて思ってたっけ前は。
Okay.
あの頃は自分のことが嫌いだった。今はどうだグーグー。4年後のお前は。
ごめんください。
やあリン、また家出かい？
うん、今月2回目。
今回の言い訳は何？
フシさん縫い物に興味があるんですって。だから家からいろいろ持ってきたの。
フシなら昼飯作ってるよ。
じゃあ2回ね。おいしそう。本当に上手になったわね。
よかったら食べてってよ。
フシ、ないのか？
フシなら水浴びにどうぞ。
ばあさん、また一人で勝手に食べ始めてる。みんなが揃ってからっていつも言ってるじゃないか。
うるさい。ぐうたらしとったら飯が冷めるだろうが。
Does Fushi actually grow though? No. He does? Okay.
おいフシ早くしろ。みんなで飯食うぞ。今行く。
I guess his speech is more fluent now, I presume.
うせえ。いや、顎から毛が生えてて。お、ヒゲか。まるで大人だ。ああ。
Yeah, his speech is more fluent now. Holy crap. Wow, we just literally went through a 4-year time skip, eh? Yeah, he's turning out quite handsome. You gotta admit that. Wow. All the way wholesome until the end, eh? Episode 10 now. Well, let's see. See you guys after this. And, well, hey guys, we got a pretty damn wholesome ending to this entire arc, right? I presume this is the end of the arc, and so we are actually moving away from the set formula so far of, you know, death and destruction coming, and then Fushi continuing on to another place. Although, you know, that could still be possible in the future, I don't know, but it seems at this point it would really be a punch in the gut if something were to happen to Gugu or Rin at this point, right? But hey, they already went through the entire troubles of staying 4 years together, growing up and whatnot, so perhaps they are here a bit to stay more permanently, right? Now, then again, Fushi still has to either go or at least continue his adventure, right? Otherwise, you know, there's not really anything to continue on with this anime about. And we already have these set enemies, and we finally have a name for them as well, the Nokers, apparently. The Nokers, I guess. Although even at this point, it's still not clear what the Observer wants for Fushi. Like, is he supposed to be their proxy on this world? Like, maybe the Observer's hence their title, observers, right? They can't interfere directly with the world, something of that sort. So maybe this is like this internal struggle between those who want to simply allow this world to grow as it is versus those that want to destroy it. But the observers can intervene directly because of, I don't know, because of their philosophies, because of some higher powers. But in any case, I'm assuming Fushi is kind of like their proxy here, right? And so he's supposed to grow and so on and so forth so that he can repel these nokers or whatnot. At least that's all we have to work on at this point, right? You can't really continue on and know about other stuff based on just the information we have here. Now then again, so now honestly, the episode ended a lot more in a lot more wholesome way than I was expecting, especially in the mid part where Gugu was, seeing right at that point, having Rin's parents also appear as well, and then having, again, it could have easily broken out into this misunderstanding situation, right? Gugu was obviously drunk because of, I guess, the hole in his stomach and whatnot, with the bag of alcohol and so on and so forth. And so, how this actually could have turned out, it could have turned out really, really badly. And, I was also envisioning a scenario where the entire forest burned down due to Gugu's use of of his sort of internal flamethrower, right? I mean, having that kind of flame in a forest environment doesn't exactly strike me as very safe, but okay, we didn't really go there. He did not burn the entire forest down. He did not accidentally burn the entire town down or anything like that. So, he simply became the hero, saved the day, and now, hooray for him, right? And he achieved so much in the process as well, confessing to Rin as well, and even managing to have even Rin and her parents, right? I guess they came to some sort of mutual understanding here, right? Her parents aren't exactly evil or whatnot, just a bit more stubborn in the ways that they want to educate their child, but it seems that, I guess, some compromise has been made. Rin will still continue to be rebellious, but all things seem to be continuing and just progressing as normal. So obviously Rin has her little outs of freedom and so on and so forth at this point, and it seems that her parents are okay with it, or at least begrudgingly accept it, if you will. So yeah, everything just seems to be looking all nice and dandy, and as was mentioned in the episode title, right, new family, so they are family now, I guess, right? The old man, the old baba, the old grandma, and what should you call it again? Piorin, right? Piorin, and the booze guy, and Gugu, and Rin, and Fushi, they're all just like one big happy family at this point. So, wholesomeness. Now, then again, to me, yeah, I mean, hooray, but I honestly want to know more about, like, what kind of calamity is actually coming upon this world, right? And, this entire Knocker situation, what exactly Fushi has to do with all of this, and, yeah, what kind of event is going to drive him to continue on his adventures or whatnot in the future, right? I mean, I'm still presuming that he needs to grow his powers in some way. Maybe he can control it a little bit better here, now that we know he doesn't really need to have someone die in order to transform into them, and he can also transform into a lot of inanimate objects as well, and so on and so forth. So maybe it doesn't really have to be a situation where he comes across all these different people and they die, and then he observes their memories and grows as a person, right? Honestly, the turn that came with the ending of this arc really caught me off guard, right? If it was any other kind of anime or any kind of work, I would presume I wouldn't be so surprised, but because of the entire premise of Fushi's powers and whatnot, I'm not really sure what exactly they're going for at this point, right? Because, hey, 4 years living under the same roof and whatnot, you learn a lot, right? You learn a lot. So I was fully expecting him to actually experience lots of different cultures and meet many different kinds of people who all have their own stories and all have their own, their own principles, their own morals and guidelines and whatnot. But yeah, with this, it's hard to say, right? And we can clearly see that Fushi himself has grown throughout these 4 years as well, right? His manner of speaking is completely different now, and they actually changed his voice actor as well to an actual male voice actor here. So his voice is deeper, and he's also speaking in structurally correct Japanese now, right? Whereas in the past he sounded like a caveman, or I guess me speaking Japanese, right? Speaking like a baby of some sort, without proper flow and only using like the keywords and whatnot. What else? So, and we can also see that his form actually is able to mature, right? That's actually one of the things that caught me the most of surprise, right? The fact that his boy self, right, the boy form can actually mature and grow into a teenager, or indeed into a young adult here, right? I mean, I that took me completely by surprise. I would have thought that that form would be permanent, and whatever growth he has to his mental capabilities and whatnot would not be reflected onto the actual body. But I guess thinking more about it a little bit more, it does make sense, right? The body still needs to go through like the normal biological needs, right? It still needs to eat, it still needs to drink, it still needs to sleep, and so on and so forth. So why wouldn't it grow, right? If it can receive damage and it still has a normal metabolism, there's no real reason why it doesn't continue to grow and age as is needed, right? So yeah, I guess that would make sense. That actually makes sense. Now the question, however, is if this Fushi form, right, the humanoid form, is destroyed, right, this current form which has aged already for 4 years, once it's destroyed and whatnot, can he well, I guess you need to define destroyed, right? I guess die, right? If this form dies, and then Fushi changes into another form and then eventually changes back to this form, would he still continue from this current age, or would he continue from the more child form, right? I guess that's an interesting question that we can only answer once we experience it in potentially a next arc or sometime down the future. Anyways, that's all I have for episode 10 of Fumetsu no Anata, and I will see you guys next week. So, bye-bye.